We haven't run that theme in a
This is
while.
how it is
We
with
still
Pop
have that intro
Culture.
even?
Stop fucking up the song. Jesus Christ. I don't talk over when you're peeing. I'm sorry, European.
Don't even know what to say to that.
That was
Yo, man, my name,
that
my DJ name is Run KFC. What's up?
no, your name is Big G.
Big G. Actually, my family, I'm Little G. My dad was Big G. Even though
It's
I
either
towered
Big
over my
G
dad
or
when I
small,
grew up.
it's either Big G or Small J, if you know what I mean.
Father Williams hated that joke.
I don't care.
He's Jewish. What would he care?
What does it matter if I'm Jewish or not?
What's that got to do with anything?
You brought up
sanctify this
religion.
joke. I sanctify this joke supremely Jewish. What the fuck? Who cares?
Are you saying that joke was kosher?
I'll give you one. I'll give you one.
All right, I'll take it. So
Anyway, hi Gary. We all
buddy.
heard about what the wrong number you called and insisted on actually taking the call as well.
Yeah, because I was trying to get my socks on and trying to make a phone call at the same time. I accidentally hit the wrong number and called Subway. And I'm like, sorry, wrong number. I just hung up on him.
Also, send me a meatball sub. It's pronto. Isn't it funny that if you're in the States and you're like pronto, you mean go fast. And if you answer the phone in Italy, they literally do not say hello. They say pronto, as in talk fast now.
They also say it when somebody knocks on the door.
I've been to Italy twice. Nobody ever answered pronto to the door, but they did on the phone.
All the Italians who I know do it.
It's a strange country.
So I'm looking at what Gambit posted, and it's like all those quotes and stuff.
It's all the movie dialogue, yeah.
And I'm glad Gambit did some research on his film because I hate this movie. I really do. I wanted to like it. I went to see it in the theater, and I walked out utterly disappointed. So, hey, Snort, hello. Hi to Gambit. Hi to Penny. Who else is here in the chat?
I'm here, El Guapo.
You're on the show.
El Guapo.
El Guapo. Everybody has an El Guapo. So,
hey, what happened with the El Guapo video that you had?
I don't know whatever happened to it. I think I had to take it down in order to put something else new up. I don't know. I'll look to see if I can find it real quick. But I don't know. I went to see this movie when it came out, and I just plumb hated it. Hated it. I could not get into it at all. And I hated the dialogue in it, which, of course, Gambit is so, kindly posting some of the most atrocious fucking lines that were in that movie. And Stallone, of course, this was Stallone's script that came from the script that he rewrote for Beverly Hills Cop when he was set to play Axel F, which he wanted to change to Cabretti, as I recall. And I'm like, yeah, this is terrible. This is terrible stuff, man. Terrible. So anyway, Martin, you're not a fan of the film either. Your thoughts?
Oh, what gave you that idea? Maybe my picture?
No, I didn't even look. I'm actually preparing to do artwork. So
God damn, this movie is so horrible. The thing is, it's not that it's that bad, but the feeling of betrayal because it came out when Stallone was at his high. So saw a Stallone movie, you went to the cinema expected to watch another great action film, and you are confronted with this turd of a movie.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel you when you said disappointment is a primary feeling that you get with this movie. It's a cringe fest from beginning to end. It's horrible written. It tried to be at some points a rip-off of Terminator because they go for Brian Thompson, they make it act like an android, and they have the final confrontation in an industrial environment, and it's killed with an industrial machine, just like the first T-800.
Yeah. Ridiculous, dude. Hey,
I
what
feel
the
so
fuck was
bad
I
for
looking for?
Thompson.
What video was I looking for you, Martin, that you wanted? Because I got
Oh,
halfway
the
through the
one
videos and forgot because I was listening to you.
when the oh my god,
Did
wait,
you forget?
yeah, the names. I forgot the names. When the El Guapo henchman says to him,
Oh,
maybe
that's
it
it.
can be that you are upset by something else you're taking out on me.
I'm looking for it now to see if I can find it. No, it's not in there. I'm looking here. Did I
Hey,
name it
Top
El
Baker.
Guapo?
I don't know.
Hey,
I'm
Tom,
going to look up Amigos because I'm sure Amigo was in there.
but you just mentioned the one good thing about this movie. It ends.
Found it.
And after just 1.5 hours of torture. So could have been
Anyway,
worse.
until Gary finds it,
Oh, it's a match was in his mouth. That's what's in his mouth. That's a match.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Meth. I'm sorry.
anyway, the thing about this movie, and it's very prevalent in a lot of Stallone movies, a lot, especially the ones he didn't write, but he came in and then he rewrote some stuff.
Yeah, because he wanted more action, less comedy.
And then not only did he come in, rewrite some stuff, he also was like half taking over the direction sometimes. And it happened a lot, more than you think. And sometimes you get really good movies. Sometimes you get really bad movies. And sometimes you get movies that some people like. They're bad, but some people like them, like Tango and Cash. There was a lot of fuckery.
So bad it was fun. Yeah.
in Tango and Cash. But the charisma of Stallone and Russell together were so good, it just carried the movie.
Yes,
Yep.
it does.
And by the way, this movie is proof that he needs to stay the fuck away from one-liners
Oh,
because
yeah.
he cannot fucking do it. Schwarzenegger can nail them, man. Just one after the other. He can do them all day long. Cheesy fucking dad joke one-liners. And stick around. Hey, Sully, remember when I told you I would kill you last? I lied. What was it when he's going up against the other dude from Predator that was with him in Commando? And he's fighting him. He said, I was a Green Beret, motherfucker. He goes, we had Green Berets for breakfast. I'm like, that's the one that didn't work for me.
You eat pieces of shit for breakfast?
Yeah.
No.
Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, sounds more gay than it does.
That's from
anything.
Happy Gilmore.
Yes.
You eat particles of shit? Yeah, I dig that. Yeah, I like that, man. Yeah, that's funny. I like the joke there, Matt. That's good.
Wait. I saw that you.
Oh, I need to stop camera when I do that voice.
So what is? Here it is. I'm gonna run it just because.
I know that I, Jefe, do not have your superior intellect and education. But could it be that once again you are angry at something else and are looking to take it out on me?
There you go.
Lie.
Run KFC.
I'm still here. El Guapo still takes the cake. Because you're like, okay, everybody's leaving. No, I'm still here, El Guapo. You know, like, all right, I got you. You can hear pitter patter of little feet outside the door, which means my daughter's still awake and she needs to be hit upside the head because she's got an early morning tomorrow.
Whoop upside your head and gonna whoop upside your head.
Correct. She's not in the age where I can like put her on my knees and spank her. She's too old. Now I need to like the belt doesn't even work. You got to like punch him in the mouth.
Oh my god! I was
Joke.
going,
It's
I
a
was,
joke, YouTube. It's a joke. God
I-
damn it.
No, that's the age. She's on the age that you have to confiscate her electronics.
Oh, dude, I'm knocking her boyfriend out. At some point, it's gonna happen.
Is that why she's
I-
still up?
You sound
Yes.
like you're looking forward to it.
No, at some point, I'm gonna have to knock him the fuck out. Because, like Cobra style, I'm gonna like put a match in his mouth and just hit him.
Animal's like, what is that in his mouth? It looks like a log. Like,
No, I said it looks
I
like
said,
the stick
I
of a
thought it was
lollipop,
tooth-
but
I
it's
thought it
not
was
a
a
lollipop.
toothpick. But it's
No,
like,
it had-
no.
No,
It had a little
It's-
thing on one end
Yeah.
yes.
that made it
Which
look like
is
what's
the guy-
inside a lollipop.
It's
Makes it
The
a
guy who doesn't smoke is carrying around a freaking match in his mouth the whole movie. What the fuck? Cringe, man. Cringe fest.
Yeah,
see,
he wanted
Anima,
to look cool and it backfired badly.
Anima, you have to realize we don't have that in Europe because it's not allowed to have some fun. There's a white tip on the end of that match, which means you can strike it on anything
Yep.
Ah,
and light it. Now we have in Europe, you've never seen that.
no.
It never
What?
comes with. Yeah, you can never ever get because, like I said, can never have some fun in Europe.
Wow.
Yep, not allowed.
It's what the EU does, fixate on non-problems instead of problems.
Exactly.
They're really good at that. Like they managed to reach an agreement that changing the time twice a year must go. They cannot reach an agreement. Do we go to normal time and stick with that, or do we stick with daylight savings?
God.
It's ridiculous.
And it's one of the
Oh,
things that Trump
Summer.
promised in his speeches to get rid of that fucking shit. In the
Well,
United
I hope
States.
you don't reach the point where the different states have different opinions on that, because that's where we're stuck right now. And it's stupid as fuck. Just go back to normal time. That's what we used to have before this bullshit.
Gambit, that's debatable. But
I mean, considering that most farmers don't really care if it's light or dark, if it's time to harvest, you go on the fucking tractor. The tractor has GPS on it, and you just go. Some of them do it during the night because it's cooler
Yeah.
to do it during the night. I've seen videos of like farmers on harvest time. They just go on the big fucking rig, just two manning it, and just one goes with the tractor and the thing that harvests everything, and then the other guy right next to him because there's a hopper going like with a big hauler, essentially, not really a tractor. And they can go all night. They both put on YouTube videos and just fucking go.
That shit stopped making sense with the invention of street lights and lights on vehicles. There's
Yeah.
no reason to stick with that.
Essentially, yes. But you have to remember, like, out in the middle of nowhere, you've got no street lights.
Yeah, but
You-
your car has a light, and your tractor does too.
You got a tractor with a GPS, so you don't even have to. You just look at a computer screen and you navigate, and you just just destroy everything.
But yeah,
Oh,
I know that originally you were able to strike a match like everywhere, but I've never seen those. All I know are the ones that you have to strike against the side of the box.
Yeah, it's just the Americans have it,
no.
or some.
In Mexico, we have it. In Venezuela, we used to have it when we used to have things.
That sounds so sad. When we used to have
Yeah.
things.
There was an interview the other day with a gentleman from Venezuela talking about all these things that's happening with all these, the way these guys talk, the leftists. And he says, oh, yes, we had all of this in Venezuela. He says, what you're hearing now is how it started in Venezuela. Identity politics, all of that. He says, everything. It's how they started.
No, that's not entirely.
Hey, you don't have an argument with me. I'm quoting what the guy said in the video.
I know, but I'm just informing you. We didn't have the politics, the identity politics. The only identity that was used was, or the only tribalism, that our party, you're not part of the party. That's it. But we didn't have that craziness with race and gender and nothing like that.
All right, I'm still going back. That's what that guy said in that video.
Yeah.
It was on Newsmax.
Yeah, and I would say that that's the only thing. That was the only difference. Because the rest, oh yeah, they're pushing for socializing everything, taking out people's guns, trying to eliminate private education.
The movie is so good. We're talking about Venezuela.
Yeah, I don't give two shits about this movie. And I was hoping that everybody else, because I got to draw. I'm struggling.
Fine. I don't mind. We can.
If anybody does want to talk about it, that's cool.
Let me bring you there.
I'm barely awake.
No, I have a powerful drive to reduce this movie to shreds. Fucking hate it. This one, Time Cop and Face Off. Those are my.
Yeah, I hate Face Off too. Even though there's
Face Off is so stupid.
There are some hilarious fucking moments in that film.
Oh, the acting is brilliant.
I'm in awe of how John Travolta and Nick Cage did such great impressions of each other.
That was really impressive.
It's when you break it down to structure, it's a terrible fucking movie.
I agree to disagree.
You like Face Off?
Oh yeah.
Okay. You're allowed to like whatever you want to like.
Yeah, dude. I'm not gonna fucking fight you over it.
Yeah. Is it the best story ever? No.
Yeah,
but
really not.
The thing that sells this movie is the performances.
That's what Gary and Anima said.
I enjoyed the movie in the theater. I enjoyed it in many times I've seen it. I still like it. I still I love Con Air too. I love that.
I like Con Air, but I don't think it's a great film.
Is it? No. Is it a great film? No. But people like Gary, you remember this. There's a difference between a good movie and a serviceable, entertaining movie. And Face Off and Con Air and even Cobra, okay? They're very entertaining. Now, you might not like it, and it's fine, and you can cough all you want. Cobra is not a great movie, but it's a very entertaining action movie.
No,
It's
Will
a
it
giant,
not.
long fucking music video. That's all
Yes.
it is.
And a bad one at that.
And
Dude.
Tom's the one. That's not just an original statement for me. Tom said the same fucking thing. We joked about it. It's like one long fucking music video. I'm serious. Some of the songs in this show are loud. They're loud and they play way longer than a normal film would have that song play. And him picking
Also-
that fucking ballad duet. Fucking Cobra goes to the fucking jukebox and selects like a PB Bryson fucking song. I call absolute fucking bullshit on that. Because that's a song made simply for him to be romantic with her. Oh, it's so fucking goofy.
Dude, the movie exists so he could get to know her. Remember?
Yeah, he wanted a banger.
Yes.
She saw you with Arnie in that movie.
Yeah. She saw her in Red Sonja and was struck by her, and he needed to do anything to get in contact with her. Well, eventually they got married. How well that worked for him. And yeah, this movie is just an excuse for him to get to know her.
I think it was while he was with her that rumor went around that the steroids had screwed up his pecker, and he had to have a implanted pump inside of his Johnson in order to get erect. That was back in the early 90s, I think is when that started. Hey, he's got Sean Connery eyebrows. Look at those eyebrows.
Oh my God, this scene.
I want you to shit down right now. Shit down. Yeah, this guy, he's always a villain.
The guy gets into a supermarket, goes way out of his way not to shoot anybody.
Yeah, it's like I yelled this while that scene was happening. It's like, oh my God, get away from the vegetables. He hates vegetables.
Yeah.
Just so at the end of or at the beginning of the siege, he could shot one hostage, just the one. Dude, you're the worst.
What was that all about? Like, what really?
I don't know.
All about? Because that is a bizarre thing.
Yes. No. He was to deliver a manifesto to the cameras. That's what he wanted. That is why he says, Stallone, bring him the TV cameras here. They were no. And by the way, somebody says here, this is the movie in which we can see here, Sam Shatter Hammerschlag says, is this the one where we get to see the acting depth of Brigitte Nielsen? Let me tell you something. Her acting here is far superior than the one in Red Sonja.
Yeah, it's still a puddle is deeper than her acting depth.
You are besmirching the name of Brigitte Nielsen.
Her acting is terrible.
Or did she die?
No, she's still alive.
No, she married that idiot with the big clock, that rapper. And then she divorced him as well. Flava Flav. You don't even know who I'm talking about.
No.
I know who you're talking about.
There was once a rapper called Flava Flav. His whole shtick was he was carrying around this huge clock
Giant
that
clock
you're
around
supposed to have it on like the wall. It's a wall clock, but he hangs it on his neck with a chain. Because why not?
Okay,
It's
stop it here.
It's like rap relic from the 80s, before gangster rap was introduced. So
I paused it here because this is the only thing in this movie that I like.
The car?
Oh, the car is fucking great.
Yeah.
Man.
But then he has to shit on all over the car with that ridiculous plate that spells awesome. Fuck!
Hey, Andy.
Yeah, I bet he wrote this script
Andy
in one
Marvel's
night,
here.
high on cocaine. That's what my money is on.
He must have been high on
Stallone was
something.
really
I think
high
that
on
that's
cocaine.
cool.
He's a cocaine guy, and I'm telling you, he was fucking high on cocaine when he wrote this script in one night. By the way, this gentleman was in Dirty Harry. He was Dirty Harry's partner. And that guy on the far right there with the glasses, that is
Yes.
the villain from Dirty Harry, playing a villain in this of being a pussy cop.
He is the villain in, oh my God, the horror movie with the cube that takes you to hell.
Hellraiser.
Hellraiser, yeah.
No, he plays the
He-
good husband who is murdered by his brother, dead brother,
Yeah, and he's
who
and
takes
he's-
over his skin.
exactly. But that's the face you see.
And I do like that fucking movie. I love
Yes.
Hellraiser.
Hellraiser. Yes.
I'm a big fan of what's his name?
Clive Barker.
Clive Barker. I fucking love his writing.
Here. Flavor Flav is from the group
Public Enemy. That's it. That's it.
Never heard of them.
Late 80s. It's late 80s.
I was never into rap, so
Fight the power. Fight the power that beat. Fight the power.
Eddie Murphy.
fact-
Hear the landlord. Hear the landlord.
the only
is
thing that I
this
don't
true?
like about Mobland is the fucking rap theme song. It's so bad. I skip over that every time. The rest is brilliant, but the intro to that show is garbage.
There we go. See,
Okay,
I
I'm
fixed
gonna
that
check
face.
that.
I think
Is-
that works better.
Is the guy from Dirty Harry the same guy that plays Garak?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, it
I
is.
think
It's
so,
the
Yeah.
same
yeah.
actor.
I freaking love Garak. One of the best characters of the show.
He was a great character, and something that was probably started out as just one of those throwaway characters ended up becoming a fan favorite. And he's one of my favorites. Because
Just
I ended up going back to watch the
simple,
show thanks to Keith.
plain.
And I just fucking love him. And I loved that he got away from always playing a bad guy. Now, the Hispanic actor, Rennie Santoni,
Oh, he's always playing
plays-
the bad guy.
no, Rennie, the guy that plays his partner in this, also played Dirty Harry's partner, Chico Gonzalez, in the first Dirty Harry film. And so you got two Dirty Harry alums in this film. You got Andrew Robinson, who plays the chief guy here that's like in charge, being a pussy. He played Scorpio, the serial killer in Dirty Harry. And I think that's really cool that you got some, clearly Stallone's a fan and always has been a fan of Dirty Harry. And I somehow think that this was his attempt at trying to update Dirty Harry. And look, man, cocaine's a hell of a drug. That's all I got to say to the script. I need to get that clip of Charlie Murphy saying that. That shit was funny. Yo, man, cocaine's a hell of a drug, man. Oh, no, it was Rick James that said it. Rick James said it.
Yeah. It wasn't, yeah.
I think
I
had
just
it.
remembered. That shit was funny.
It was in that story. So,
No, man, I didn't.
correct.
First he says, yeah, man, I wasn't high. And then like something else happens and it cuts back to Rick James. Yeah, cocaine's a hell of a drug, man. He was fucking high as shit when he did a lot of that crazy shit. Jumping on Prince's, or was it Eddie Murphy's sofa? Was that it? Whose sofa was it that he jumped on and started digging his heels into?
It was Prince's.
Princes. That story is so fucking hilarious. And boy, oh boy, man. It brought Rick James back into the limelight, man. It made him famous again.
Yeah, for 5 minutes.
And then he died.
Yeah. From cocaine.
From cocaine. It's like, here's what I gotta say. If you were a cocaine
Damn.
addict and you have a heart attack in your 80s, cocaine killed you. It's a simple rule.
In your you mean in your 60s?
No, in your 80s. Like if you make it to your 80s and you croak from that, everybody go, man, he probably should have lived to 100. Goddamn cocaine. Cocaine is so fucking deadly. Killed a friend of mine.
I think that John Spartan was a better thought version of Marion Cobretti.
Trying to remember John Spartan movie. Help me. John Spartan.
Demolition
Man.
Oh yes, without a doubt. I love that fucking movie. And maybe we ought to do that one soon because fuck, man, I love that movie.
That movie was so prophetic to our times. Is ridiculous. As not only that they hit the nail on the head on the speech and the like communism and all that, like curtail your rights, they also got the location right because it's San Angeles.
It's California.
Yeah. It is so ridiculous.
And by the way, I've always wondered, was there a time when it was called Los Angeles? Because Robert Mitchum said it that way in Tombstone. And it's always stuck in my head. Was there a time when it was actually called that, Los Angeles?
I think it's a colloquial term, Los Angeles, because in Big Lebowski, you've got Sam Elliott saying it. Like,
yeah, it's like it's always
Angeles.
Cowboy types. It's like you always have cowboy types, like Robert Mitchum, Sam Elliott saying it that way. And I'm like, was there a time when it was actually pronounced that?
Yes,
I think it's just
wrong.
Southerners who say it like that.
I love that. That's a great line, Reed. I love that line in the movie when Simon says it. Simon says,
yes,
you can't take away people's rights to be assholes. Goddamn right. I will leave this country if they ever fucking succeed at doing that because I can never stop until I'm dead.
True.
I never understood why the fuck. No, she knows. That woman knows me and loves me despite it, or maybe in spite of me being an asshole. But why does he cut the pizza? What was up with that? Like, is that to cut your carbs? Is that what that is?
No,
fucking dumb.
He's trying so hard to be edgy. Oh, I eat pizza with my gloves on. I cut it with a scissor. Oh, fuck me.
He thinks he's so cool. And it's cringy as fuck.
And by the way, I think it was around this time that he started that rumor. It was sometime between 84 and 86. I think because that's what the rumor came out to me from a few people in Hollywood said. That Stallone started that rumor about the gerbils in Richard Gere's ass.
It was Stallone who did that?
Because he hates fucking Richard Gere. Like, hates him. He even, because like he wanted to beat his ass, okay, when they were making that Lords of Flatbush. But what he did is he collected himself, went over to the producer and said, either he goes or I go. And they kept Stallone and fired Richard Gere. Because Richard Gere got into his car, which was a collector's car with leather seats. Plus he was in costume for the film. And Gere got into the car with, like, I think it was a Coney dog. And he says, man, don't eat that shit in my car. You're going to get it on the seat. Don't you get it? And he threatens him. He's, don't you get that on the seat or on me? And then he proceeded to do both. And
What a dick
it
move.
went south there. Stallone really did rough him up a little bit, getting him out of his car, and then went over and told the producers that, and they fired him that day. Great little story. And if you've never seen it, it's actually a really good film.
Lords of Flatbush.
Yeah, The Lords of Flatbush. I like that movie a lot. I really do. There. Okay, now I'm happy with that drawing. I can now ink it. Because you don't fix in the inks, you fix in the pencils. What do you think of that one, Martin?
Wait, I'm looking for the Lord of Flatbush. Let me engorge. Oh, well, what is? Oh,
Are you going to embiggen?
He's going to blow you up.
No, that's not my work.
Hey,
So-
Eli Cortez, what's up, buddy? Tom Baker's here.
Okay,
Yes, he
what,
jumped in.
what,
Sander,
what were you asking?
what do you think of that final
Hello.
panel there? Actually, I'll let you look at both of them. Now, this is what I just finished penciling, and this one I finished last night.
How close are you
What do you
to the end?
Nice.
This is chapter 7. This is what happens just before the finale. This is one of the probably, I'm not letting anybody see what happens because I cannot share with people what happens in this. The final part of chapter 8 is fucking, it gives me chills when I think what he does, what he's about to do here. He's doing a countdown. He gets down to 3, 2, and goes, "I'm Oscar Mike." And Bill goes, "Roger that." And then he starts to go do something. And he has a car that's capable of going from 0 to 60 in 5.4 seconds. And he's taken really good care of it, as he says here. And he's got a countdown clock. And so he begins counting aloud. Well, his thoughts out loud. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. I'm Oscar Mike. And then I haven't because I haven't figured out yet what the sound, how to make the onomatopoeia for a fucking 1969 GTO. It's a fucking beast of an engine in this car.
Vroom.
No, that's gay. No. It's because those engines that they do this until you gas it, and then it's just this heavy bass fucking, like you hear turbine engines go high pitch. This is like a turbine but more bass when that fucking engine locks in and he goes high gear. And the next page, I will tell you, there's a scene where he's got the brakes locked and he's spinning the tires and then releases the brake and just bolts. And I can't tell you what happens.
Well, you've already told me, and I have a feeling that it's going to be one of my favorite scenes.
My question
Ultra
was,
violent.
are you close to the end? The answer, the correct answer, Gary,
Wait.
Yes, I am.
Well, no, he's only 62. He still have some good years ahead of him.
Yeah.
He's 61. Fuck you, Martin.
I enjoy drawing
Thank
this
you.
GTO because I built a model for this in 3D, and so I can make sure that my angles are always right with this car. I want my vehicles and my gear to always be accurate. And I've never drawn an angle like this low angle looking up from the gear shift. And I wanted to do that in this shot.
There's a special place in hell for a joke like that, Martin.
Gambit
I
says the
regret
supporting cast
nothing.
and extras were forbidden from talking to Stallone on set. Yeah, those were his diva days back then.
Yeah, he's embarrassed. He said in an interview a couple years back, he said, "I wish I could go back in time and just knock the shit out of me. Just go beat
maybe
my own
stop
ass.
himself from doing this movie because he got
And maybe stop from marrying that bitch because that chick was
Yeah.
psycho."
Yeah.
She
put him
left,
through hell.
abandoned her children to go to Hollywood to be a star. Just left them in Europe.
Yeah, that
Fucking-
sucks.
What the hell?
But yeah, this movie got 6 Razzie Awards. 2 of them went to Stallone. One for worst.
Yes, but did he
I
go
bet
and
you one
pick
of them was
them
for
up?
the writing.
Worst
What's
actor
that?
and screenplay. That was the other one. Matt?
Yeah, but the question is, did he go and pick them up like a boss?
Because some people have done that. And
Halle
it's
Berry
up
went
with-
out and did that too for
I could see that.
Catwoman.
no.
I thought
Not
it was for
Catwoman.
Catwoman. I
She
thought it was
went
Catwoman.
to pick it up for Swordfish. I think.
Really?
Wow.
I think.
Like
If it's
Swordfish.
not Swordfish, it's for Catwoman. But the same year she got both a Razzie and an Oscar because she did Monsters Ball and Swordfish. 1 for the money and 2 for the show. No, just kidding. 1 for the money and 1 for the heart.
Oh,
1
Paul
for the
Bearer.
Oscar. 1 for
Paul
the
did
Oscar. 1
too.
for the money. Essentially.
That's funny. Because I got to tell you, for that movie, Monsters Ball, she and what's his name did simulated actual sex for that scene. And that is one of those VHS tapes and DVDs that has a record for most pauses.
You know what? Every single time I hear about like these women and Billy Bob Thornton, and I don't buy it. Actually, I really.
I don't
buy
think
it.
that she liked him, and I don't
No,
think
no.
they had sex. I'm saying they had realistic simulated sex.
Yeah, but you can say that in Basic Instinct. Simulated sex. When you say simulated sex in movies,
Genitals
it's
are free.
actual sex, but it's not porn.
There's no ejaculation. There's just, and sometimes they don't even do penetration. It's simulated penetration. They sort of did that with another film, and then come to find out it didn't really happen. They had a prosthesis designed for, what's his name? That looks like he was born to play the Joker, played the Green Goblin.
Yeah.
William Dafoe.
Yeah, he did the
William
movie
Dafoe.
Antichrist with that cocksucker from Europe. I can't stand him as a director. And he and the lead actress had simulated sex, and there's supposed insertion, but he claimed it was all prosthesis, and that the prosthesis was borrowed by the actor who made Brown Bunny.
Oh.
So-
Tom, every
Yeah,
scene in
but
this
that
movie is
final
stupid.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't think there's one single film that I went, hey, that was a really good scene. Not once in this movie.
No.
I do like
Not
that
even
they
the
got the
action
guy
is good.
from the TV series Sledgehammer. That's the actor there that played Sledgehammer on TV. He was a mock Dirty Harry. It was a comedy.
Well, Gambit said that the scene is gorgeous. He just wanted
Because
to
Nielsen
see
is in a
Brigitte
bikini.
in a bikini.
Yeah. An ugly 80s bikini, too.
And another connection with Dirty Harry, the crooked female cop that's in with the gang. She was in what was the one? Clint Eastwood made the Dirty Harry where he had his wife in there, the little crazy redhead. And she says the line, remember that night under the boardwalk? That one.
Yeah.
What was that one called? I forgot the name of it, man.
I have no idea.
So the name.
And I know that my I was there with some of my friends, and every single time that the line was delivered under the boardwalk, we would go, under the boardwalk, boardwalk, during the movie. And people were laughing. I don't know if we pissed anybody up, but nobody complained.
Yes, sudden impact was the movie.
Yes. And Sandra Locke is her name.
Yes, I just came up with that.
Sandra Locke, good actor, but fucking weird as shit in every role she ever played. And I am not a fan. Like every role she ever played, I think could have been played better by somebody else.
I know. I like her.
Clint was another one of those guys that liked them young girls, and she was one of them. That's why I told a friend of mine once, I always thought Play Misty for Me really was based on some shit that he went through. Because he liked messing around and getting with those crazy women. Wild in the sack. It's like, well, yeah, and then you pay the price.
Itchy Dick?
Oh, Cobra needed much additional editing because the film was so graphically violent that it originally received an X rating. It was edited to
Yeah.
receive an R rating.
One of the things they edited out is, I think, the first or second person that he kills, he cuts off the hand, and they took that out because it was too much. But yeah, no editing on this planet could have saved this movie. There's just nothing to work with. You know what's really fucked up? Thompson didn't only get 2 Razzie nominations, Worst New Star and I think supporting actor or something like that. He didn't get invited to the premiere. He had to buy his own ticket.
What the
Really?
fuck?
Yes,
That's mean.
he never found out why they did that. But to get in, he had to buy a ticket. And that is very fucked up. They
fucked
did him
up, man.
dirty with this movie.
Well, at least it was a beginning for him. Because, believe it or not, I like Brian Thompson. And I think...
Oh, I do too. He's so good as Psychos. He was great as a Klingon.
Yeah.
Because he was in Star Trek 3, The Search
Yeah.
for Spock, or what? Which one was it? Star Trek?
No.
Star Trek 5.
He was
Star Trek
on
5.
Next Generation. Next
Next
Generation.
Generation?
Yeah, I'm almost sure he's the lieutenant. You remember this? The Federation make an officer exchange program with the Klingons, and they put Riker in a bird of prey, and Brian Thompson was the XO of that ship.
It seems like
If
he was
I
in one of
remember
the
correctly.
films, though, too.
It's possible.
Is it?
Let me check.
Is it possible?
I'm
No, I want to know.
I'm on
Is
it
it
already.
possible? Let me know, Martin, if it's possible.
Okay.
Good.
I've got the answer to the Halle Berry question. I don't know if somebody said it in chat or not. So in 2004, she went to accept, one of the only people who actually did go to accept the Razzie for Worst Actress in 2004 for Catwoman.
Yes, I
But
thought it was
when
Catwoman.
she was giving her acceptance speech, she held out in her hand her Oscar for Best Actress for Monsters Ball. So that's where I got stuff mixed up.
Okay, Brian Thompson was on Star Trek Enterprise, Star Trek Deep Space Nine,
And
Star
Generations.
Trek Generations, and The Next Generation. Yep, the only movie was Generations.
Knew I saw him in one of the films.
He did a lot of Star Trek. And then he makes a good Klingon. I can totally see that.
Yes.
He's one of those actors that have done plenty of Star Trek with him and Combs.
Jeffrey Combs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Combs, yeah.
One of my
They
favorite
both-
roles for him was not Deep Space Nine, but I loved him on Enterprise.
I love the
He
character of
played an
Shran.
Andorian.
Shran, yeah.
Shran. Yes.
My favorite character in that whole show was Shran.
Yeah, and
'Cause-
he was Archer's best
Frenemy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good way to describe him.
He was I know why you like him, Gary. The same reason I like him. He's an asshole, but it's an asshole you love, not
Yep.
like fuck that asshole.
I like the dog too. I forgot the name.
The dog?
The Beagle.
Archer's dog, the Beagle. Who is actually not a he's not a boy. He's played by I think 2 or 3 different girl beagles, so they can never show him go for a pee when they take him to a planet. Because none of the boys'
Portos.
dogs would pee like a
The
male
dog.
dog.
The dog is named Portos.
Portos, that's right, yeah.
Like
Off of one of
So
the
the dog actors were all
Musketeers.
female.
But he says no, it's a dog. It's not a character.
it is a character.
Yeah, he plays his part. Or she, rather.
It's like I watch Star Trek because I love the ship.
Yeah.
My favorite part of this show is the ship.
Yeah.
They are very cool. Come on.
In the show
mean, it's
Star
not
Trek
just
The
about
Next
the people
Generation,
talking.
I love the alcohol. Why? Because it's green.
Romulan Ale.
No,
Is that
no,
blue?
no.
That's blue.
No,
Gary.
Romulan ale is blue.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then is
What
it the
they have there-
Andorian?
what-
Is it Andorian then? That's
No,
green?
No, no.
green is a
All
synthahol.
that- Synthahol. Yes. There are no real alcohol in Federation ships. Except
That's what-
the
Scotty-
bottle of Saudi and
Scotty
brandy.
had real scotch. Don't you fucking say that. had
No,
real
he
Scotch
drank
in
he had a bunch of synthahol, and he's like, oh,
No.
No.
That's
In
not
his
bad.
room, he kept a
Bones-
bottle of scotch.
Bones had Saudi and brandy. The real thing.
Yeah. And in TNG,
Both
in one episode,
Because
they have a whole
TNG was-
planet's population on board, and they are brewing their own ship because they are kind of Irish. So
yeah.
TNG was the wolf
Ladies and
generation.
gentlemen, I want to welcome you to Nerd Fight.
TNG is the woke federation.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. It's
I have to say,
essentially it's
it has. its
Yes, it
moments.
is. The original series is the base federation.
look. First of all, people get that wrong all the time. It's not that the Federation is now this communist thing. It's like you have to remember, Roddenberry was very much a lefty, but he wasn't like a communist lefty. He was a true lefty. The utopia about there's no real currency in the Federation and it's a one unified one world government. It's only because there is no scarcity of resources because you have replicators. So whatever you do for not for monetary gain, because you essentially can have any material fed up to this replicator and it just takes one atom and just makes a different item. So a base carbon can be a soup, but it can also be like a weapon, essentially. And because you have these replicators, not the SG-1 replicators, the Star Trek replicators, the one that creates stuff for you. It's like tea Earl Grey hot. That is why you can have a utopian society, because there's no scarcity of resources, essentially.
You're right. I'm just pulling your leg, but read this comment.
Oh, I had. You know why these discussions exist? Because my wife is a mega Trekkie. Well, she used to be, but she remembers stuff, and both of us were like deep in conversations, long nights in bed, just talking about why things are happening
Post or
in this way and that
pre-coitus?
way in certain episodes,
That's
and
important.
how can Federation politics can be in real world politics, and we're essentially living in a completely different world just because of technology. It's
No
like
answer?
people in Africa in the bush.
gonna
I don't
answer
mean
me.
like regular countries, like Bushmen, and a person with an iPhone. It's the same universe, but
Yeah.
it's not the same world.
Okay, are you ever going to answer my question?
No, because I
What
didn't hear
question?
your question.
The question
talk
was
right over
this
you, Gary.
conversation with your wife in bed pre or post coitus?
Ah,
Pre.
Pre. That's what led to the sex because you're
No.
nerds.
No. The thing that leads
I
to
bet
the
it is.
sex is usually, do you wanna?
You wanna fool around? You wanna fool
Do you
around? Would you like a little pudding tonight?
No, pudding is off the table because Bill Cosby ruined it.
No, I will never let him ruin that for me. I love pudding.
Pudding pop.
By the way, I just forgot my train of thought. I was going to ask you something, and then you made me
Gotcha.
think about Bill Cosby and pudding.
okay. Wait. Tom Baker says you don't like this movie, but Stallone laughed all the way to the bank. Yes, and then he proceeds to marry Brigitte.
And she took
And
all
then we
that
all
money.
got to laugh.
Yeah.
That chick, well, he screwed her over. He really did. But as crazy as she was, I think she kind of earned that.
She earned the crazy points. I don't get it.
No, the end of their marriage, the way it ended, I think she earned that.
Yeah, she made his life a living hell.
Yep.
He should have kicked her out of that moving car, the Cobra car.
In a video game.
No, in real life. I said he should have.
He shoulda.
Shoulda.
I like that. I like that. So if you guys don't know what
Martin,
this is, what I'm getting ready to ink here, this is called a rail system on the helmets. It is attached by screws, and the jaw protection on his armor is attached by that same screw. And it's attached on the inside of the helmet.
Martin, you have to realize something. When I'm a guest at somebody else's channel, right? I treat it as if it was my channel, and I wouldn't say anything on my channel like to jeopardize my channel, like on somebody else's show or channel or whatever. Whatever I'm saying is, let's say it's YouTube safe.
So it's clean. Okay.
It's clean enough. Like I don't wish for anybody. I never wish for real for anybody to die. I will not knock the fuck out of my daughter's boyfriend. He's actually pretty nice. It's just that they're teenagers, and teenagers are horny,
Stupid.
And annoying.
Oh, that's
so you need to have a semblance of fear.
Yeah.
And when I heard he is afraid, I was like, I'm doing my job correctly.
Yep.
I
You're good to go.
understand that.
So like I'm saying, I will knock him the fuck out someday. Someday. Anyway, I like all the stuff I'm saying is pretty tame. Plus, you don't really have the ire of YouTube on you all the time. even if you think you're controversial and you're like, oh my God, YouTube is going to kick me out because I'm so controversial, blah, blah, blah.
No, what YouTube does to us is it fucks up our numbers. It takes away overnight like
Yeah,
hundreds
because
of
they have
subscribers.
bots that
And then we
watch
just got
channels.
200 back overnight 2
Yeah,
days ago.
that was true. We got 200 subs back.
Overnight. And that doesn't happen.
It's not because it's something you said. Let's just say that. Okay. Yes, bots are like every time you speak, there's stuff going on with their AI algorithm, but there's sort of a framework of what's allowed to your sponsors, not sponsors, the YouTube advertisers, and it's pretty tame, especially on live streams. You won't. It's like I said, it's not as scary as people make it out to be. I've seen stuff that are way worse, and it does not get punished at all. At all. I mean, monetarily punished. I don't mean like kicking you out or turning off the impressions faucet, which leads
That
to more
happens to
viewers.
us too. That they don't give Gary the money that they owe him all the time.
Yeah, they've withheld. They don't withhold from themselves, I'll tell you that. But they've
No, just for
withheld.
you.
And I'm like,
That's
fuck
the
you.
reason for that new chat thing that they're doing with that leaderboard. And you can advance on that leaderboard by doing super chats. That's just to get them more money.
Oh, that's I get it. I get the new XP thing. It because people like to see numbers go up. They know that psychologically, and they're taking advantage of it.
Yeah,
It's
and
the
then
same with
people-
Twitch. Twitch is pretty, like, they're pretty shady because Twitch is an Amazon company. If you have Amazon Prime, then you can have one free sub on Twitch, meaning you can sub, which is it's like members on YouTube. And if you use your Twitch Prime on some creator, that creator gets that membership or subscription money, but it's not reoccurring. So if I like a channel, like let's say I like this channel, so I'm pressing the membership, and through, I don't know, some sort of a connection, YouTube gives you like a free membership to use whenever, once a month. And you use it and you're like, okay, set it and forget it. Because I like this channel. I don't want to stop. But you have to literally click it every single month. Because they won't even tell you. And it's not fair, not towards the customers, it's towards the creators. So every platform has their own shticks.
Yeah, Beth, Sandra has a bad discussion. Would history not have judged Kodos in TOS conscious of the king differently if those supply ships hadn't arrived in time? If those supply ships hadn't arrived in time, I would think that the survivors would have kept their mouths shut.
No comment. I'm not really. You know what? I don't really remember episodes on TOS.
Oh, that wasn't an event that happened during Kirk's teenage year. They were in a colony and they were trapped there. They had no means to live, but their food was decreasing rapidly, and the governor decided, by his calculation, that they would all be dead in a matter of weeks. So he went all Thanos and executed half of the population so they could survive 6 months. The thing was, after the executions, like days after the executions, the rescue ship arrived.
Fuck.
Okay, I remember that.
I do. It's a good episode because now he's a Shakespearean actor disguised, and
Yeah.
supposedly he died, and one of Jim's old friends says that's him. I'm telling you, that's him.
Mm.
And it's a good episode. Not great, but good.
He's dead, Jim. Oh no, wait, the car's dead.
The only good thing about the movie.
Yeah, it's sad.
What? The existence of the car, or the fact that it's dead?
No,
The
that
fact that
car.
it's dead.
The only good thing about the movie was the car. It was a shame that they destroyed it.
Ooh. Google has an AI to answer the question. A 1950s Mercury Monterey coupe.
Modified. Heavily modified. Because that roof is a little higher. In the production model, I mean. You could turn. Gary, Tom Baker asks if you have any contact with Dean Stockwell.
No, I don't.
Isn't
I like
he
Dean
dead?
Stockwell though.
Isn't Dean Stockwell dead?
Really?
Dean Stockwell is the guy from Christine, the friend. I think you're thinking Dean. What is his name? The guy from.
Holy shit! Dean Stockwell died in '93.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're not thinking about those same
No.
guys.
Dean Stockwell died recently. He died in 2021.
Well, yes. So
That's
yes,
Dean. That's the
2021.
Dean Stockwell I know.
Yes,
That's
2021.
Quantum Leap.
Yes.
Dean Stockwell.
That's it. I was
That's,
confusing with the other dude. Okay.
He's Doc Huey in Dune.
June, yes. How much of this slideshow? That's another beautiful car.
So focused on doing art right now. Doing feathering.
Harry Dean Anderson, isn't that MacGyver?
Stanton.
No, he's Sander Hammerschlag said Harry Dean Anderson. That's MacGyver. That's Colonel O'Neill, I think. I'm so bad with names, dude.
What about him? What was going on? What's this about?
Harry Dean Anderson? Oh, that's Richard Dean Anderson. Sorry. Harry Dean Anderson? There's Harry Dean Stanton.
I don't care at this point, man. Forget about it.
Yeah.
What is this conversation even about right now? Okay.
I don't know.
I'm just looking at the chat. What do you want from me?
Well, I'm asking, what are they chatting about? Because I don't understand where this is going.
Nothing. Apparently, they just throw in random names.
Okay.
Come on, Matt Stevens.
This is who I was
Proper-
thinking about when you said Dean Stockwell. I was thinking about this guy. Let me pull the video down. Move and present, share screen, and boom, and bam, there. This is who was in my head. Is John Stockwell from Christine. That's why I said who, the guy from Christine? I could
John
understand.
Stockwell. Yes.
Good actor. Completely wasted talent. And it's one of the few John Carpenter films that I had a serious beef with. Because when you're running from a car, don't run in a straight line. Serpentine. No, you just right angles everywhere. The car can't fucking follow you. What does he do? He runs right into a fucking alley. And for anybody that was a fan of Christine.
Dude,
My
that
wife
guy-
likes it. I'm not
so
I'm
much.
not a big, huge fan of it.
I'm not either, even though I've seen it probably 3 times. I've seen it 3 times, I think. And all of them with friends because they wanted to see it. I just
I
was
watched-
like, this is
I watched
John
it late.
Carpenter painting by numbers, and that's all that was.
Dean O. DeVito. Yeah.
Yeah, I already talked about that earlier again, but you were fucking here. Yeah, Michael Biehn is another one. Exactly, Tom. I wholly agree with you. Michael Biehn is another fucking great actor that got wasted. Not by anything he did, but they squandered his fucking talent. Because if not for him as Johnny Ringo, fuck, man, I don't think that would have been as good a film. Because he was the best foil for fucking Val Kilmer.
Oh my God, Sander is on a roll here.
What now?
He's making up actor's name, all named Dean, with another famous last names.
Dean Shatner. Yeah, fuck Dean Martin. I fucking love Dean Martin. I shit you not, man. I fucking love Dean Martin.
Michael Biehn was also as Boromir in Lord of the Rings.
That's great because that is a bean. Another bean played that part.
They both have tendency to die in movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like he survived Navy SEALs, but he died in Terminator. He died
Rock?
in The Rock. He died. God, every role he fucking dies, except for Navy SEALs. Holy shit! The beans, the bean curse. That's what we'll call it. The bean curse.
Oh,
You know what,
he
one of-
survives in Magnificent Seven.
Did he?
I'm pretty sure.
I'm kind of sure. Kind of, sorta, sure.
Stop hurting my feelings, Gary.
I have feelings, sorta.
Sometimes.
Sometimes I have feelings, sorta.
Oh my God.
I left my feelings in Venezuela. There's a great last line for a villain to kill somebody. I left my feelings in Venezuela. Which part? There we go. I like this. Much better.
Dean Connery.
You know, Sean Connery did have a brother that was always around. And I think he was in a few movies. Look it up. It's fucking cool. I swear to God, look at these eyebrows here. I made them so thick that's Sean Connery right there. Look at that.
Oh, it's Dave Connery. Dave Connery. Dean De Niro.
There she is. She's the one that was one of the villains in that Sudden Impact, Dirty Harry film.
Oh yeah.
So there's like 3 cast members of this film were in Dirty Harry films that I know of, right off the top of my head.
And I bet they all
Robert
regretted
De
it.
Niro.
I like that one. You mean Robert Dean De Niro? Robert Dean Nero. Yeah, there you go. I got it. I get it now. Good one, Ant.
Steve Dean Martin.
Kitty.
Good.
I think she gets annoyed with my constant coughing and sneezing. Well, the sneezing is
How
under
about-
control right now,
Martin Steve Sinatra.
but good one. You're laughing, Mephisto, but Loki, the cat that is no more, he would yell at me when I
I'm not
sneeze.
even laughing about the
hated
cats.
it.
I'm looking at the chat. My ability to input information at the moment is 0.
Yeah. Right.
Oh my God! No, this is Dino Sutherland.
You know, shut up.
You know, Sutherland. Oh my God. Oh my fucking God. I fucking
Something
love that
killing
one.
Give Sander
Oh,
a video for that.
You keep forgetting the correct name. Dino De Laurentiis.
Oh,
How about this one?
man.
Dean O'Sullivan.
but that is a real name.
Yeah, but I turned Dino, the O, into a name.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, I'm not impressed. Fuck you, guys.
and
Thank
here's
you,
a
Gary.
ripoff of the scene with Sarah Connor and Kyle Reese. Dean O. De Laurentiis. Now, Sander, I think you picked with Dino Sutherland.
Yeah, that one is fucking. That's winner of the day. I remember my old friend Mike Anderson, God rest his soul. He would always poke fun at me at being a tracer.
Because you're an inker?
Because I ink my work. The only other artist I've ever inked is Richard Bonk. I did a bunch of his work. And so that's where you could call me a tracer. But when I'm inking my own work, I'm inking my own fucking work. I would yell at him. I'm like, you can't call me that when I'm inking my own fucking work.
I think it's pretty fucking awesome that you're doing all of this yourself. You don't have anyone.
Well,
co-working.
it comes from the fact that I don't like people. And people think, oh, he's just joking and stuff. I'm like, no, I really don't
Well,
like
I know
working
you
with
wanted
people.
Bonk to
like-
do the one chapter.
I like work.
And it sucks that you couldn't
Well,
get
he's
them.
one of the few other people I've ever worked with that I got along with, because I get angry. I got so angry at that Spanish colorists that were hired to do Code Word Geronimo with me. And I was literally, not figuratively, I was working to the last fucking minute. I had a timer and Tom was messaging me live. We're printing in 10 minutes. We're printing in 5 minutes. And I was uploading these files as he's telling me this, fixing some of the coloring, because I was so fucking angry at what they did.
Oh,
Lame
a complete
fucking
wet
colorists.
print, huh?
Well, I don't know what its state of wetness was.
No, when a movie gets to to the
Oh,
theaters after
they're-
like the last minute edit,
They're
it's
editing
called the
literally right
wet
before it
print.
shipped.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's because of the process they have to put the film through, or used to.
Back when they made real film.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't do that shit anymore. And there I'm putting the light reflection into the eye. I like doing it. You can make eyes look so much better by just adding a little dot of light on them. Even though that's wrong. I got to fix something. God damn it.
You need James Wong to help you with that.
That was fun talking about the movie the other day.
Which one?
The one we did on Colossus. I really do like that
Oh.
film, and I'm glad we talked about it.
Yeah.
I really liked that too.
I need-
Except
I
the
need
ending.
still-
I didn't like the ending.
I still need to go and watch it.
What was that chat that you were in the other day and you were talking shit to me? Was that Keith's show?
Me?
Yeah, you. You said something.
Probably.
Yeah, that was,
Yeah.
that was yesterday.
and I-
That was yesterday.
This is what I said to him. I looked at what you said. It was real snarky. And I
Oh, yeah.
said, fuck you, you cocksucker. I love you, man. I said those exact words.
Only my true friends can call me you fucking cocksucker.
Because I do. I love you like a brother. I fucking love hanging out with you.
Me
And
too.
you were just shitting on me so bad in that chat.
I was literally I heard you say something and I wrote something snarky and I left my PC.
Oh, you did. You didn't even see me respond, calling you fucking cocksucker.
I mean, I probably deserve it. I probably deserve it. Dude, if you deliver shit, you need to have it sprung up in your face and take it. Otherwise, what's it worth, right?
Right. Yeah. What was it worth if you deliver something that's snarky and fucking mean, and then somebody has to come back?
Yeah, and not take the full load back. So yeah. Like I said, I probably deserve it. I don't even remember what it was, but I probably deserve it.
Yeah, it was funny as hell though when I read what you wrote.
Again, it was like spur of the moment, and then I got up and left. I probably turned off the fucking the window too.
That's funny.
Were
Just
you
say
so
something
scared
mean
of
to
the
Gary.
answer?
I'm just gonna fuck
She
with
is not-
Gary and leave.
Okay, go
I'm
ahead.
just gonna fuck with old Gary and just fucking leave. There we go. That works. Oh my God, man. I saw it last night. Brad was loving on one of the cats, and the other one got really super jealous. The big one. I mean, that thing weighs like fucking 20 pounds or something, 25 pounds. Leapt into the air with all claws on his thigh.
Oh my God.
And I felt that, because my sympathetic reaction to pain. And I was like, fuckity fuck, cat. What the fuck is wrong with you? Why would you do that? And he was like really calm. It hurt. I knew it hurt. But
What cat are you talking about? Spare parts? Because he's big.
yeah, whatever. I forgot his name right now. I just can't think of it.
Wait, the cat is called Spare
It starts
Parts?
with a T. It starts with
Well,
a
if
T.
it's the boy, that's
Yeah, it is the boy.
no. I call him that because he looks like he's assembled from spare parts from other cats, and I called him that once because I couldn't remember his name. There are a lot of cats in that house, and Lauren almost pissed herself laughing. So he's spare parts now because the name fits. He's so misassembled, and he's big.
No disassemble.
No disassemble, number 5. Number 5 is alive. We do have to do that movie at some point because I really am fond of it.
I'm doing it tomorrow. Special 200 episode 4 years.
I may get sick for that show. I don't know.
You've been doing it for 6 years. It feels so much longer.
You guys should bring on the thunder and just be in the chat.
Oh, I'll join you in the chat.
You can be snarky to me too, but trust me, I will probably not call you a raging cock-sucking alcoholic or something.
I will tell
like
you what
that.
I will say this to you in the chat. Be prepared for this. It's like, oh shit, I swiped left and I ended up here.
That's fucking funny.
Johnny Dean 5.
Johnny Dean 5, correct. Yowza. It's done.
Who's Johnny?
It's still in my head.
Don't get it twisted. It lives rent free.
It's still in my head.
Yeah,
I'm so glad I don't know the song, so I'm immune to
It
that.
is such a fucking earworm. It's such an earworm that it lives rent free in a lot of people's fucking heads.
Yeah.
You'll hear the word who's and that song pops into your fucking head.
See?
And that's what she has to say
One
about
more
it.
reason not to rewatch that one.
What?
Because thankfully, I cannot remember that song.
What? Short Circuit?
Much. Yeah, I hate both Short Circuit with a passion.
Why?
You're a machine, Martin. That's all you are. Not like one of those cool machines, like a sex machine. You're just fucking a machine. You have no heart.
No, he's a machine, Gary.
Yeah, you're a machine. Oh my God, I can't believe Anima came up with that.
Our mom says our dad is a real sex machine.
I love that line. That's a great one.
It's a fucking Anima. Have you seen Kindergarten Cop?
Yes, she loved it.
Yeah.
Twice actually, because that's one of the movies that I watched with my brother in that summer where we worked in that garden factory place, and all of the family were on vacation, so we had the house to ourselves. And of course, when you do a job that really requires you to take a shower, you don't have hot water for 2 weeks. It was awesome. So yeah, and we watched TV like every day, coming home from work, making food, getting somehow cleaned, and then watch TV, whatever was on. And I think I was 16. So that was mid 90s. There was a lot of Schwarzenegger on. So we watched Total Recall. Yeah.
Yeah.
We had fun with that.
Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina.
It's silly, but it's a check your brain and have fun movie.
That little kid was so cute. He became he created his own punk band, and I think he's still doing that, just doing the punk thing. But he played Gage in Pet Sematary, and he sold that fucking movie to me. That kid, because it really got me upset when he gets killed, and then the dad stupidly fucking buries him at the pet cemetery to bring him back. And of course, that's not Gage. That's an ancient demon occupying his body. And he kills the neighbor, murders the neighbor. And oh God, when he cuts the tendon in the back
I don't remember that.
hobbles him. Oh my God. He takes a surgical scalpel and cuts the old guy's tendon. And the guy collapses and looks up and he cuts the old guy's throat. And they cut to because it's clearly like a doll hand or whatever, because they couldn't let the kid do that. And so they cut to Gage with his little cute fucking snarl he did. And I'm like, oh my God, he's so adorable. And when he gets killed, finally his dad has to kill him. He injects him with poison. And he says, that's not fair. And it's so sad when he does it. I love that fucking movie. I do. I'm not a big Stephen King fan, but I think that was one of his best books. Has a good ending to it, and I love pretty much everything about that movie. Even Denise Crosby as the mom, I loved her too. Nope, wrong. Oh no.
Yeah, Reed, that's another movie I'm never going to watch, and I know Gary wants me to, but nope.
What?
Pet Cemetery?
Pet Cemetery, yeah.
Yes.
I'll trick you into it. I'll trick you into it and cuddle you the whole time. You'll be fine.
You'll have to cuddle me because otherwise I'll run away.
And I love that the Ramones did the song.
Yeah.
I don't want to be buried in a pet cemetery. And you know what? Despite how weird the sequel was, I actually really liked it. I thought it was a good film. Clancy Brown. Fuck, man. I will watch anything with Clancy Brown. Honey, that's the guy that played the commanding officer of Frank Castle in Daredevil. That you never remember. He also played
Kurgan the Kraken.
The Kurgan. Ramirez.
Wait, Rising Sun isn't 95. It's 93. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I like Rising Sun. That's
too.
The movie where Steven Seagal broke Sean Connery's wrist training him.
What happened?
Steven Seagal, such a fuckhead, man.
Yeah, he is. I will not fucking argue with you on that. He is a legit martial artist, but that should never fucking happen. Training somebody and break their fucking wrist. That's unacceptable. Trying to get this line. Nope, it keeps going jagged. It's pissing me off. It's pissing me off, Martin.
Okay.
No cocaine.
The only thing I can say about that is
Luis, una chingada, vámonos, cabrón. ¡Esto es el procedimiento! ¡A la chingada el procedimiento, cabrón, vámonos!
What?
Luis, una chingada, vámonos, cabrón. ¡Esto es el procedimiento! ¡A la chingada el procedimiento, cabrón, vámonos!
He can't shout at me all the time, you know?
I can't hear you. What? I love that movie. That was a fun movie. Have you seen that one, Matt?
I don't know. I don't
Get
think
the
so.
Green
Which one
Go?
is that? Oh, yeah,
No,
it's
no.
fun.
I have not seen it.
Very
oh my
fun
God.
movie. It's a
It doesn't
quasi
stop.
sequel. Yeah,
They don't stop in the chat.
Sander is not giving up. He's
Oh my
going for
God.
Steven Seagal.
Yeah, Dangle. It just should be Stephen Dangle.
Why are we deifying names now?
Dean Eastwood.
All right. Before the
thank
show
you,
goes
Slowly,
off the
for working
rails,
on it.
I'm gonna go to bed. I
Before
think.
the show goes off the rails, fuck you.
Dude, you're late to that.
Anyway,
We've been talking about this movie like 10 minutes if you cut it all together.
Oh my God, Dean Penn.
Good one.
anyway, I'm gonna go to bed. And
All
if
right,
you
buddy,
guys
we'll see you
want
later.
you want a nice earworm, then and come and show up to 3 p.m. Eastern. Right?
I'll be there in the chat.
We're gonna talk about Short Circuit, and we'll make room for like reminiscing and saying how we started, and the first episode was like unlisted and all that good stuff. Right, guys?
All right, buddy.
Bye.
Have a good
And of
night.
course, as always, I will redirect to your show because what I don't remember what you guys were doing tomorrow.
Dragon
We're
Slayer.
doing Dragon Slayer. A great
okay.
movie.
Okay. All right. Will you promise to talk more than 10 minutes about it?
Oh, of course.
Yeah, I'm going to
We
talk
actually
about
like
I'm
that
gonna be,
one.
Hold on, guys. I'm going to be talking about Phil Tippett. I'm going to be talking about Dennis Muren. I'm going to be talking about how that movie helped us get stuff like, it's called Go Motion Animation. I'm going to talk about it because I love what Phil Tippett did in that film.
Well,
and rod puppetry. He used rod puppetry too.
Well, I like Phil Tippett, and I like stop motion. So I'm going to go. So I'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, buddy. Have some good
Bye.
sleep. Absolutely one of my favorite people is fucking Mephisto. I fucking love that guy.
He's great.
Shut up, Cat. You don't know him like we do. He's a bitch saying that about him.
We should do more deep dive shows about Hollywood or entertainment personalities. We did some and we abandoned that. We should get back to it.
What are we talking about?
Oh, making shows about people in the industry.
That's what Keith is doing, though.
Well, that we were doing that. Keith and I both were, and we would talk about producers, directors, and I enjoyed doing that. I really did.
Okay, you know that it was still Phil Tippett.
Nobody was showing up to the shows.
Mad God.
Who the fuck are you talking about?
Mad God is a movie, all special effect. I think it's by Phil Tippett and me.
Because I don't know what word you're saying. Mad God? Is that what you said?
Mad God, yes. 2021. Yes, Phil Tippett. Director Phil Tippett, writer Phil Tippett. I had that movie.
He also did another film that is the direct inspiration for Evil Dead.
Really? Which one?
Equinox. I own it.
Hey, dude, we had to do Equilibrium.
Equilibrium is such a dumb, fun movie. And Christian Bale doing gun kata is some of the coolest shit you will ever fucking see. I'm a big fan of that film. They ran out of money, which is why the movie ends the way it does. They weren't able to end it the way they wanted to. And I still think it's fucking solid film. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to fill that in. It just looks weird.
Robert Downey Jr. or
Ah,
Dini.
how about this one? Bodine Pesci.
Meh.
Like Jethro Bodine.
Sergio Dinone.
Denoni. All right. Just about there. Now I need to do this. I got to create this window so I can fill it in. I think doing that with his eyes make the eyes pop out more. What do you think? Yeah.
I like that.
Anima?
I like it.
He's like that character from Dumb and Dumber. I like it. I like it a lot. She's getting tired. I can
I
hear
have
it in
a
her.
fever, so I don't like talking, but I have a fever.
What?
Oh, wait, what? What do you have?
Yeah, I said it again. I know.
Where's it at? Get it, Martin. Get it. On it. Get on it.
What?
The
He has
fever.
a
Bring
one.
one
fever.
for me. A fever? Oh,
Yeah,
Oh.
that one.
right. I don't know if it's here.
Not find it.
I'm on it.
Go to main shows. There it is.
I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.
There you go.
What I like about your close-ups like this, Gary, is you can really tell he's a no bullshit person. He knows what he's doing and he's going to do it.
Yeah, and once again, I'm not using models for this. I could be using a model for Kurt, but the fact is I don't need this to look exactly like Kurt at this point. I want to get the expressions that I want.
Well, not with the helmet on anyway.
Oh, there are shots of him in the helmet that I drew that it's clearly fucking Kurt Yeager.
Tom, here the popcorn is more expensive than the ticket.
Everything, because that's where they make their money. Movie theaters don't make money on
Just
the
the
ticket.
popcorn.
Yeah.
Yeah, the concession stands are where theaters make their money because a lot of the movies don't allow them to collect much on ticket sales. That's really all for them. George Lucas is one of the greediest sons of bitches I've ever fucking met. When he released the prequels, the theaters weren't allowed to make money for, I think it's 17 to 20 weeks. I can't.
Wow.
Go look
20
that up
weeks.
because it's real. It was ridiculous what he
Almost
demanded.
half a year.
Now,
Thank you,
amazingly,
Gambit.
they pretty much stayed in the theaters for quite a while.
Thanks. Working on it. And I agree, movie prices are too high. And I suppose movie theaters hate me because I don't eat in a movie theater. I can go 2 hours without eating. I might buy a bottle of water or something, but that's it. I go there for the movie and not for overpriced junk food. The last
Yeah,
time
the
I've
only
been
thing
to the
I ever protested one time, Anima. Zoe and I went to see no. What was it? It was in 2012. It was an animated film that came out in 2012. Wait. Oh no. When did Coraline come out, Martin? Because I think it was
What?
Coraline.
Coraline. Wow.
Yeah, I think it was Coraline. It
Shame.
might have been 2010. I just remember taking her to see it. We were living on Elm Street.
29.
Walked down.
2009.
09. So we went to see that movie, and she wanted nachos and cheese, and I got a chili dog. And with our drinks, that was it was 34 something for nachos with cheese, 2 drinks, and a chili dog. And I looked at the girl and went, really? And this was what I said. I could hire a midget to cook that for me and feed me for half of that. The girl laughed.
Dean Hackman.
Oh, there you go, Dean Hackman.
Fred says, I usually sneak in juice as a snack.
I just prefer to have a table in front of me when I'm eating.
Then you want to go to the Alamo because guess what? They have a table for every seat, and they also have gourmet meals. They also have Guinness on tap.
Wow, read this one from Snorty.
The theater almost refused to let me in because I was carrying a bag from a department store. I even offered to show them what was in, and the brain dead ticket taker still didn't want to let me in. But that sucks. I've never been to a movie theater where they check backpacks and shit like that.
They're always trying to police that, people bringing in food from outside the theater.
Only if it's super obvious around here. I've never seen backpacks.
And I've gotten away with it so many times. I don't even want to brag about it. It's embarrassing. But yeah, Zoe and I would go to the corner convenience store by our apartment, and we would buy whatever candy and soda we wanted, and then she would put it in her purse, and we would take it into the movie theater. And I felt guilty, but I was really super struggling at the time while raising her. There we go.
Tom, Phone Booth is a movie that is on our list. We just don't have a date for it yet.
Oh, Phone Booth. Yeah, it's what I like about that film is it's a ship in a bottle movie.
Yep.
And he did a fucking good job. I feel bad when I criticize his Batman films because he really is a good director. It's just I hate his Batman movies. And I'm going to bet nobody knows what I'm talking about.
I'm sorry.
Nope. Not me.
I wasn't paying attention. Yes.
Do your job,
Very
Marty.
tenseful movie. I'm doing more than one thing here.
I know.
Let me be. Yes, smuggling snacks is part of the cinema experience. Now that I have done that.
Getting back to what I was saying, I'm sorry, I was focusing on my artwork for a minute there. I'm done. I had to move that eye. I had to fix it because the angle was wrong on it. So now it's right. The director I'm talking about is, of course, Joel Schumacher.
Oh.
And he does some really good filmmaking. Tigerland is actually, oddly, one of my favorite films by him. Queer as a Day is Long. The guy was totally gay. And I've always assumed that's why we got all the nipples and ass shots in his 2 Batman films. In fact, when I went to see Batman and Robin, that was the last one with Clooney, right? I told my then wife, Zoe's mother, I remember telling her, I leaned over before the movie started. I said, I swear to God, one fucking ass shot, one fucking nipple shot, I'm out of this fucking movie. I'm leaving. And of course, it happens at the beginning of the fucking movie. And I got up to leave, and she goes, please, please, I want to see this. I want to see this. I'm like,
well, at least in the third act, they did that with the girl, with Batgirl.
Yeah, it was kind of nice, but still, it pissed me off that he was doing that shit.
Raging Bull. No, we have not covered Raging Bull
I've
yet.
never covered it, and I am a fan of Scorsese. So I would like one day to do it because it's a damn good film. It's tough to get through because he's such a belligerent character, you know, and it's hard to like his character because of it. And I'm talking about De Niro as Jake LaMotta. You love Pesci's character because he's the good guy in the story, the good brother. You sleep with my wife? Did you sleep with my wife?
I added both to our list.
And oh my God, that movie goes up against Steve Martin in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles for most deliveries of the fuck word.
And we have Dead Air.
Not so much.
Yeah, I'm focused on drawing.
We're
Max
almost at 2
Demon
hours
says,
anyway.
Max Demon says, did you say Clamato?
What does that mean?
Clamato, yeah, it's a drink. It's terrible.
Okay.
And somebody asked me not that long ago, hey, we're going to the store. You want something to drink, something good for you? Maybe some tomato juice or Clamato? And I went, I swear to God, I will never talk to you again if you bring me Clamato. I will fucking never talk to you again. That's so gross. Hey, what's the grossest drink we could make? Something made from a clam?
You?
It's like, what? No. They mix tomato juice and fucking clam juice.
Ew. That sounds disgusting.
It completely is.
Clam flavored V8. Oh my God.
What's V8?
It's
V8's actually really good. I get the low sodium V8. It's vegetables. It's like tomato juice, but it's made with other vegetables, and it's really good. In fact, when I make chili, I prefer to use V8 juice for my sauce.
I can see the use in cooking. I never like to drink vegetable juice.
Well, basically,
You're
what you're drinking
vegetarian.
is you are actually
I like to eat them.
you're actually drinking the vegetables. It's very good for you. V8 juice.
I prefer
It's
to
just-
eat them. That way you
gotta
get the
make sure
fiber too.
You make sure there's plenty of fiber in it. I'm telling you right now. There's a ton of fiber in V8 juice, but it's really good, and it's great for making chili sauce for chili.
What both of you need is a juicing machine by Jack LaLanne.
Oh man, I remember those things, dude. You're talking to somebody that grew up then here in the States. I loved it when Jack LaLanne was on Batman, the TV series. I remember that shit. And actually, it's not the series; it was the movie. He does a flyover, a Gotham flyover with the Batcopter, and Jack LaLanne's on the top of a building doing calisthenics with some women. They're all like,
Read this one. Read this one, Gary.
wait. Oh, you're just being naughty, Snort. That is a genital reference to women's clams.
Oh my.
I think we can wrap up here if you want to. You can end it. I'm just going to keep growing.
Don't you want to say goodbye to the people?
They don't care about me. Yeah, of
Yes,
course,
you are
but-
naughty there, Snorty. Very naughty. That's
But
naughty.
somebody else can also say it. It doesn't have to be me saying bye to everybody.
Yes, it has to be you. It's your job.
All right. I'll stop drawing.
You just pushing my head.
And just remember,
Wait.
folks, my DJ name is Run KFC. Just remember that.
Sounds awesome.
So, what? Did somebody say something in the chat? You can have my briefcase.
So ornery inside real
I love that song.
There.
Yeah, the only
Oh,
black
that-
you're going to get in this episode is my inks and the thumbnail. That's it, Tom. Hey, we never
We
know if
used
he's
to-
going to show up. Sometimes he's not gonna.
We use Keith as bait.
Yeah.
He's bait. Yeah, we draw you in with Keith.
If
That's
I
what
was
people
Keith,
come
I
for.
wouldn't have showed up for this. That movie stinks.
Yeah.
Because Keith would never say something like this.
How do you write women so well?
I think of a man, and I take away reason and accountability.
I love that.
I love it.
Did we
Did
ever
we
do
talk
that?
about?
movie?
We watched it. I don't think we did a show on it.
Yes, we did this movie. I don't have any problem in doing it again. It's one of my
No,
favorite movies.
I
ever.
like that, and we can actually call those episodes revisits, where we revisit a film that we love. Because I fucking love
Absolutely.
that movie so much. Nicholson has like Val Kilmer in Tombstone. Nicholson has so many fucking repeatable lines in that fucking movie. Oh man, I love that movie. Did you sleep with her?
It was better than sex.
We held each other. And then he's like frustrated with this conversation. He goes, turns back to him and goes, did you sleep with her? Oh my God, I love that movie. There are Jews at my table. People who talk in metaphors should shampoo my crotch. Where do they teach people like you to talk like that? In some Panamanian sailor want a hump bar? Or is this the last shot at the boss's whiskey? Go sell crazy somewhere else. We're all stocked up here. Yes, I know he's black, like dark molasses. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man, this character is so fucking racist. But it's because he's got a form of Tourette's that goes
No.
with his OCD disorder.
No, that's not Tourette. No. He thinks
You don't
very
think
deliberately what he's going to say.
Yeah, like because the scene where he is confronted by what's his name from Show Me the Money guy. What's his name?
Cuba Gooding Jr.
Cuba Gooding Jr. Plays his neighbor's gay friend. I would like to, and it scares the shit out of Nicholson for a second, and then when he walks away, then fucking Jack says something, "Don't come back" or some shit like that. It's a fucking funny movie. I love that film so much, and one of my favorite lines, I've used it in my life because it's true, where somebody is talking to me and I'm going through something, and they're like describing my feelings. I said, I'm drowning here, and you're describing the water. What a great fucking line. All right, let's get out of here. I'm going to stop drawing. So we got Gambit was here, and Snorty, and Penny, John Baker, Sander Hammerslag, Read by Nature, Slasher Fred, and Andy Morrow. Am I missing anyone? Is that it that was in our chat today?
Yep.
Man, nobody fucking wonder why this likes this movie. I'm telling you. And I gotta tell you, yeah, clickbait. Absolutely, Tom Baker. I will use my black partner as clickbait anytime I want, and there's nothing he'll do about it. I mean, if he could, he might do something about it, but it's not that he can't. It's just that he chooses not to because he's like, hey, look at this. People still know I'm involved.
Next time we talk about a movie that I fucking hate, can I be clickbait and not show up?
Look out! That was naughty.
I do love that movie. I don't care if it was bad. I love that fucking movie.
Right, Gambit.
All right.
Yes, me too. I love the Nautilus. Oh my God, it's so beautiful.
I was a little thrown off by Captain Nemo because Nemo was French, I thought, and they had him as like Algerian or Arab. And
No,
I
he
really
was
thrown off by
Indian.
that.
He was
What's that?
Indian.
Indian.
Yes.
It just threw me because as I recall, Nemo was French. But anyway,
I think he was Indian.
it was fun
Indian
not
movie.
talking about Cobra today and just hanging out with Mephisto, Anima, and Martin, and with you guys in the chat. I love hanging out with you guys. Peter Venkman's girl is here. Look at that. Showed up at the last second, so she gets a bye from me. So thanks for popping in, Venkman's girl. We are ending the show on time, sort of, almost. So everybody, please have a good Friday evening. Don't forget, John will be getting killed in another video game tonight on Pop Culture Minefield. And tomorrow we're going to be talking about one of my favorite movies of all time, a little film that George Lucas produced in between Star Wars movies called Dragon Slayer. And I really do like the film. Phil Tippett, oh my God, everybody. John Steers was involved with it. So many people from Industrial Light and Magic made that movie happen, and it's beautiful. Not the best story in the world. It's kind of, but the characters are great. A visual effects driven movie. And so we'll be talking about that movie tomorrow. A lot about some of the things they created making that movie, from go motion animation to rod puppetry, which was classic stuff from Japan that they figured out, because Japan used to have these rod puppets that they used to make shows or plays with shadows. They'd be shadow puppets, but they were handled with rods. And so he figured out to use rods on the dragon. So we'll explain that more tomorrow. With that, Anima, thanks for being here. Martin, thanks for being here. And we're out of here, guys. Have a great
Bye.
Friday night. Be safe.
Bye, everybody.